Hello, Aaron Barker here. We're going to do the verse of the day while I make some coffee. Verse of the day, Hebrews 13:5. Keep yourself free from the love of money, because God said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. So, as I make this here coffee, which you got to measure out your beans first. I like to get 17.5. I think that's what I got here. Yes, okay. And we're going to ask ourselves about the verse of the day. Keep yourself free from the love of money. How am I doing with that? How are we doing with that? Is it a daily thing? Do I have to revisit this every week? Do I find myself struggling with this? Some people struggle with the love of money. Some people maybe feel like they don't. I think all of us, pause. I think all of us would say at some level we struggle with that. But I always wondered, why does it say keep yourself free from the love of money? Because God says, never will I leave you and never will I forsake you. It reminds me of a guy, a friend of mine, who was telling me about just a bunch of, we've got COVID-19 going on, a bunch of nonsense going on. And one of his really, really close family members had it and was really struggling health-wise. And it kind of put a lot of his just life into focus, and a lot of the things that he had that just had kind of dominated his mind, put him into focus, because he was telling me, man, I am focused on just money and making as much as I can, earning as much as I can, and just driven, and that tends to blind me, and I kind of lose track, I lose sight. And when he was telling me a story, I started thinking about, because we were talking about that verse in church, and I was taking my notes and stuff, and I remember thinking, the love of money must blind us. There must be something that kind of blinds us, which must be why God is reminding us, I'm not going to leave you. Because there's got to be something to that, taking our sight off of being with God. And he was telling me about wanting to remember that, wanting to call back to his purpose. And so I thought about myself, and is my purpose to be with God. It talks about in the Bible, abide in me, and you'll bear a lot of fruit. So I guess the question is, what's taking our sight off of God? What's taking our sight off of being with God and abiding with God? Are we really living into that purpose, that identity of being with God and abiding in God? And how often are we letting the love of money take us off of track?